Alright fellas, here we are back in Pokemon Masters. This time we're going to be showcasing Holiday Lillie and Shiny Primarina. I know I'm quite late to this showcase. I do apologize, but I've been kind of unmotivated to release videos, so I've been trying to just do the one per day instead of going like, oh, this character I've released the summon video and the showcase video on the same day, and I'll have other content planned for the rest of the week so I can still maintain schedule. I'm just a little bit lazy. I'm not going to lie about it. But I do want to, of course, showcase her anyway, because I did pull her, and Bugsy I will showcase as well. I'm going to try to get his showcase out tomorrow. I'm not going to promise it, but I will at least get it sometime this week, if not just at the very least the weekend. But again, I will try this week. Anyway, Holiday Lillie and Shiny Primarina, a great sync pair for pretty much any game mode. I do a showcase for her in the Champion Stadium, the Damage Challenge, as well as her own battle, her battle challenge for her own event, and those are pretty fun battles. She's a great character for the high score event because of her ability to spam Sing, which is also... that alone is a great ability, right? It's a great ability, especially because she's got the sprint support role, giving her sync acceleration and support EX on her sync move. You know, that's already really valuable. But she's also got Pep Rally, meaning she can raise ally speed, which is great for being able to manage gauge for her Sing, and of course, you know, multiple activation gauge, whatever, right? It just helps out the gauge for her Sing, and she's got ally speed up, moves up too, buffing an ally's moves damage when speed is raised. So she's got that supportive effect, which is extremely good. Again, another great property for her in the damage challenge, and just good for any team in general, where you're going to be getting a good free 20% extra damage just for having speed raised, which she does extremely effectively. Again, she's got Sing. Spamming Sleep is amazing in the damage challenge. It's effective, very effective in the legendary gauntlet. Obviously, status conditions like Sleep and Flinch are amazing in pretty much any game mode where they can be afflicted, like ultimate battles, the high score events, stuff like that. It's obviously really good. So Sing is just a very, very, very good tile, especially with everything she's got surrounding it. Moonblast, which is boosted by Hit the Gas 9. Yes, we finally got something above Hit the Gas 5, which is applying +1 gauge to Moonblast, but giving it effectively double the power. Well, 90%, something like that. I don't actually know. Moonblast power is not really that impressive, but with this buff, it's a lot more impressive. Like if we look at, I guess, Diantha, for example, another Moonblast character, which is Hit the Gas 5 boosted. It is 168 power here at 4 out of 5, whereas again Lillie, whichever Lillie it is, has Moonblast at 193 power at only 2 out of 5, which is really, really good. Obviously boosted a lot. And she's got her buddy move, Starry Night Disarming Voice, which is nearly 300 power. It is over 300 power at 3 out of 5 or higher. It never misses. It reduces sync countdown by 1, applies super effective next to all allies, applies free moves next to all allies, and is not lowered in power even if there are multiple targets. And it's 2 gauge 3 uses. Meaning you've got 3 very strong buddy moves that are applying super effective and free moves next and reducing sync countdown, and does very good damage with no split damage. So obviously, the super effective next is great for the damage challenge. We'll look at that in a bit. Yeah. This character's nuts for that game mode, nuts for the legendary arenas just because of her good ability to spam Sing, gauge management, of course, damage options outside of just, you know, spamming Sing, especially with her good stats, right? 280 special defense is very respectable, same with 264 physical defense, 840 HP as well. All these are very, very good defensive stats for her to be able to, you know, maintain being able to take hits, which is great anywhere, especially in the legendary gauntlet for characters that want, you know, lower investment teams or just, you know, to potentially solo. I mean, having high defensive stats is great. Great offensive stat. 486 special attack is amazing. And her great self-sufficiency with the trainer move here, being able to buff her special attack by 4, crit by 3, and apply gauge acceleration on top of the speed buffs for extra gauge. So she's great for gauge efficiency, great for damage, great for utility. What more could you get from Lillie? I mean, this character just does so many great things. And in the 2 out of 5 grid, she gets other good tiles. She gets Honor Roll on Moonblast, giving her almost guaranteed special attack debuffs, Train Move NPR, and Gauge Refresh on Moonblast. You know, if you end up needing it, it could be helpful. Natural Remedy for restoring status conditions, if, you know, they do manage to get those attacks in on you. Dauntless for special attack debuff immunity. Sing random stat up. This can give you defensive buffs, so you can cap out your special attack, stuff like that. You know, buff your evasion. Those are obviously really, really good qualities and good things to have. You know, it increases her defensive ability and potentially offensive as well. That's just really good. And other things like Sing Troublemaker, you know, giving you near guaranteed Sing accuracy, and with +1 or +2 accuracy from this random stat buffing here, she can actually, you know, have guaranteed Sings. And of course, you can run another Troublemaker node and give yourself guaranteed sleep upon using Sing as well, you know, however you want to run it. And then Gubsmack 4 for Confusion, giving her decent utility. Of course, she gets more on the grid as well, but that's all I've got because I do have her at 2 out of 5, and we're going to go ahead and see how this affects her and her performance in a few different game modes. So let's go ahead and hop into those. Again, did not do a Legendary Gauntlet battle, despite the fact that she is very, very good for that mode. Do not underestimate her presence in that mode. I think she's already got like 11, maybe 12 solos or something like that. I mean, she's just one of those characters that can cover a lot of stages just because of all the different good effects she has at varying move levels. I will actually confirm really quick how many solos she does have at the moment. Yeah, she's got 12, just Moltres and Tornadus, which, no, she's actually got, yeah, just Moltres and Tornadus. Which, I mean, I don't think she's going to be able to handle anyway, because you can't sleep Moltres, and Tornadus, you can't sleep as well, so... Plus you need the status condition. Anyway, whatever. Let's go ahead and hop into the battle and see how Lillie looks. Alright, in the first battle here, we got ourselves against our battle challenge with Elio, Celine, and this random trainer. So, this is a solo that I wanted to do because she is a character that is very, very good at solo-based content because of her Sync acceleration. Obviously, the Sing is the big one there. And yeah, this one mostly just boiled down to being able to nail the Qs because it's not the easiest thing for sure. Like, Sing spamming is obviously, like, effective, but a lot of times it does take good luck with queuing and stuff like that. So most of my strategy here with this fight was to just get rid of the sides. I mean, they were easily like the biggest annoyance to like face in this entirely, and so I wanted just to get rid of them. I did some damage there to the middle, which even with the special attack was, I mean, nice, but I don't think it really ended up mattering at all. It didn't really do anything good for me. I mean, we survived, right? So I wanted to go for the buddy move here, be able to KO the Umbreon and the Absol, because Celine is the one that is actually preventing the crits because of her passives, like Dark Zone crit, Team Crit immunity or whatever. Well, getting rid of her gets rid of that. So now we can crit, and now it's down to nailing the Sings into the Moon Blasts and, you know, into the eventual Sync move. And that's how a lot of Lillie's solos work in, like, the Legendary Arena, so I guess this is kind of an effective showing of that in a sense, too, where she effectively alternates between using Moon Blast or her buddy move and Sing to be able to sleep spam the enemy and will them down as well to, you know, require as little sleep spam as possible, right? Obviously, you can see the Qs are kind of tight, so it does take something that, you know, you might want to practice a little bit. I mean, it's just kind of how it is. Some characters are easier to spam with than others, and, well, I mean, it doesn't take away from the fact that they are efficient, just maybe a little bit hard to use. And still, you can make good uses of Sing spamming, or just, you know, Sing utilization, even without having to, you know, rely on it for any, like, solo purpose. Again, this is Lillie soloing her own battle challenge. You do not have to do that. You can obviously always bring something else to make it easier, and of course having characters in, you know, content like Ultimate Battles or whatever makes it a lot easier because you're still getting 2 other characters that can queue up a move after you use Sing, so it's effectively, you know, really, really strong turn denial, and that is one of the best things about Sing. And of course Lillie's great damage output to be able to, you know, maintain that with the Sing, which is really, really good. Alright, second battle is in the damage challenge, fire, ranked event, whatever, versus Hop here. I wanted to go ahead and try this setup. I mean, Mixed Blue is my best option for multi-target fire. It's not a bad one for sure. He can easily get over 2 million. And, well, Lillie plus Chase enables that a lot. Obviously, Chase is able to paralyze the enemies and buff the special attack and apply double Sync acceleration. But because of their combined efforts in Sync acceleration between him and Lillie, we're able to get into supporting Sync moves extremely quickly. We're getting Chases in here in under a minute, which, I mean, you know, obviously you want. And then we're able to quad Q here and pretty much get Lillie's in right afterwards as well, because we're able to use Blue's trainer move and Chase's trainer move to get down to the next Sync move in, you know, less than 30 seconds in the game time after the fact, which is great. Obviously, being able to, you know, have Chase not be attacked or whatever, and, you know, them missing attacks would be great. Didn't get that luck a lot of times in these runs. I mean, that just requires a lot of luck. He got +4 evasion, and if Chase gets hit, he triggers his passives, which kind of sucks, but I mean, the team is still very effective. Like, the gauge is really good here. We're able to apply the Kanto Circle, go for Blue's Sync move here. He's got his own super effective next, thankfully, so we don't have to use Lillie's, you know, buddy move too much. So I think I do end up using it all 3 times, which is fine. You know, it's not that big of a deal. But now this is where, of course, Lillie's great process. No, she is the honorary Sing spammer, the most effective way to reduce sync countdown in the damage challenge, and it gets to the point where she is now able to use her buddy move in order to reduce sync acceleration and apply super effective next to blue, so we can maintain our high damage. So she's kind of compressing the role of like. Red and Snorlax into one roll with the sync acceleration and super effective next, and then also the Sing spammer, right, where she's not able to apply paralysis, which is her only, the only thing that she's not able to do in this game mode that is, inefficient, right, and also the fact that her having a buddy move in order to activate her stuff is not that great, like her super effective next and whatnot. I mean, it's long animation, that's the point, but it's a low trade-off, at least in my opinion, just because of how effective she is with everything else. It does not take away the fact that she is a great character for this game mode, at least not to me. So yeah, again, that super effective next plus Sing spam is just basically compressing the role of like Melanie and Red and Snorlax, two amazing characters for this game mode, into one role, except for again the fact she cannot paralyze, which is really strong. We went ahead and obviously went for Blue's max move over there for the sync acceleration, maintaining the sun, and just so I could get the damage in. And now we went for our last use of the buddy move here, so we can get in our last sync with Blue, and then land that into a Q with Blue's buddy move. We would have been able to pretty sure land the sync move anyway, but whatever. There we go, got the sync move in. I think this is 1.8 million, but the damage is wrong on this. 2.3 million. Yeah, obviously a lot better. You can land far higher numbers with mixed blue, just different setups, different strategies. I went ahead and went for this one. Very basic, obviously, basic strategy, but it obviously got a lot of points just because of how effective Lillie is for this game mode, and being able to Sing spam under paralysis and stuff like that. So that is great. So yeah, definitely not a bad character for the damage challenge. Yeah, that's obvious enough from the fact she raises ally speed, buffs ally damage when speed's raised, Sing spams, and applies super effective next. That was basically just asking. And also the fact she's a sprint support. It just basically yells, hey, I'm a damage challenge-oriented character. Or at least, she's got great traits for it. Maybe not directly oriented, but still, whatever. Alright, last battle is with Lillie solo versus the Fairy Week Champion Stadium stage. A good showing of her damage, as well as obviously more showings of how well she, does the Sing turn denial stuff. The only real problem with it is that this is minus half sync countdown on this parameter, but I just wanted to, I could have obviously, beat a stage and then did this without that parameter, but I wanted to do this anyway. I wanted to see how well Lillie performs under this kind of like pressure that is applied when, half sync countdown. It's never really a fun parameter to fight. So how does she handle it? Turns out very well. Despite the fact that they apply endurance, which otherwise would have made this very trivial to fight, and the fact we didn't crit on that sync move, Lillie was able to almost one-shot the enemies here. She did not even break the endurance for Marshall, just barely, which does suck. We go for the Mega Kick there, which then in turn puts a low sweep on us, which that's annoying, but it doesn't really matter because it then enables to go for the buddy move to KO the Hariyama on the side, and then go for a sync move to finish it off the Sing and then into the sync move. I did do double Troublemaker for this because this gives us the guaranteed hit on the Sing, despite the fact that they've got +1 or +2 whatever evasion. This guarantees us landing the Sing pretty much any time, so that's why I went for it instead of like Critical Strike or something. If it would have landed the crit on the sync move, it would have been so much simpler, and if they didn't have safety net, it would have been simpler as well. But still, 3,000 point master mode being soloed by Lillie is pretty funny. Obviously she didn't, it's not like she took no damage or whatever, because obviously she did, but multiple enemies is always going to be like the difficult thing to face with characters who can put characters to sleep or flinch or whatever via effect that is not like secondary or not AoE, like in Cyrus or Cygnus Lyra's case. Anyway, whatever. That was the Lillie Holiday and Primarina showcase. This is a great character. A great character for pretty much any game mode. She's got great damage, solid nuke with investment, right? Great sync countdown properties that is sprint warrants. Great damage challenge properties with her super effective next, Sing spam, speed buffs, and just all of that other stuff, sprint and support roll, whatever. Going to be great in the high score event because of her similarly good damage utility with, obviously, in Sing, if she were to actually, have a boosted, theme skill in that game mode, because that's mostly what that comes down to a lot of times when types are super stacked. And obviously, she's going to be good in like ultimate battles for fairies, you know, with her great fairy partners or even just non-fairy partners. She'll be good with her different utilities and strength that she provides to any team. So yeah, great character overall. Definitely a good pickup if you want them. And let me know what you think about Holiday Lillie and Shiny Primarina down in the comments below. A little Primarina spin here in a bit. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see y'all later. Peace.